Jonny Arkade, Jonny Arkade, Jonny Arkade. Jonny Arkade, Jonny Arkade, Jonny Arkade, yeah, Jonny Arkade. Whispers, terror shine on the plate. Shadow work, make the dark turn to light. Johnny's intuition strike, hit like a smite. Cosmic baller, psychic color deep inside. Sight. Deep inside. Deep inside.
At Jonny Arkade, he sees through the veil. Shadow work tales like reading braille. Flip the cards, destiny trails. Accurate hits, no room for fail. Crystal ball vision, deep incision. Darkest corners, precise precision. Tarot in his hand, each decision. Walk the shadows, no derision. Shuffle the deck, intuitions rise. Arcane whispers, truth never lies. Jonny Arkade, mystical ties. Underneath your skin, inner allies. Queen and king, journey begins. Wands and swords, revealing sins. Pentacles fall, destiny spins. Cups overflowing, breaking within. Shadow realm, find your true self. Jonny guides like nobody else. Tarot spread, stories on the shelf. Inner demons, cards get dealt. High priestess knows hidden layers. Hermit walks, silent prayers. Judgment calls, no naysayers. Tower crumbles, unveil players. Queen and king, journey begins. Wands and swords, revealing sins. Pentacles fall, destiny spins. Cups overflowing, breaking within. Shuffle the deck, intuitions rise. Arcane whispers, truth never lies. Jonny Arkade, mystical ties. Underneath your skin, inner allies. Queen and king, journey begins. Wands and swords, revealing sins. Pentacles fall, destiny spins. Cups overflowing, breaking within. Shadow realm, find your true self. Jonny guides like nobody else. Tarot spread, stories on the shelf. Inner demons, cards get dealt. High priestess knows hidden layers. Hermit walks, silent prayers. Judgment calls, no naysayers. Tower crumbles, unveil players.
Jonny Arkade with the cards in his grip,
Testing. Listen up. Yeah. Welcome to Jonny Arkade. Tonight's reading, you're not waiting anymore. Something inside you decided. Something inside you decided, and you're not waiting anymore. And I can't wait to get started. Let's go ahead and do it, shall we? Welcome to Jonny Arkade. Ooh, got another pick a deck reading for you guys. But if you're here with us live, you don't get to pick the deck. Spirit does. This isn't your traditional pick a deck. This isn't your grandma's pick a deck. But if you do prefer more of the traditional pick a deck experience, check out the link in the description box below. There's plenty of timeless pick a deck readings there for you. See if one calls out to you or what have you. But if you are joining us live and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up. When the live is over, perhaps drop a comment below. Let me know if you liked it or whatever, how it resonated, or just say what up. But if you join us live and you subscribe, you can say hello in the chat, and I'll be sure to welcome you in. That's how that works. So just wanted to give you the gist. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started, though, shall we? You know, we got a good show on our hands tonight. Or at least that's what I feel. A little birdie told me. You're not waiting anymore. Something inside you decided.
Jonny Arkade. Jonny Arkade. Jonny Arkade. Jonny Arkade. Jonny Arkade. Yeah. Jonny Arkade. See the cards and he shuffled them truth. Shadow work, he pulled the strings, got them cosmic roots. Gliding through the dark like a prophet among suits. No cap is tarot craft, levitating the youths. It's Jonny Arkade, get your future arrayed. With the cards in his hand, all your fears get slayed. Shadow dance on the walls where the demons get swayed. Tune in, lock eyes with the magic display.
Welcome to Jonny Arkade. I hope you guys are doing well. What, 11 o'clock on this other game watch? He just went do-do-do-do-do-do. He's about to slay the dragon. Look at that. Three-headed dragon ain't got nothing. Oh, what? I always climb on his back and stab him from the head, back of the head. But whatever works, man. You know, whatever works. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Welcome to Jonny Arkade. Hope everyone is doing well. Hi, Laura Monstar. Welcome. Show you something? Are you not entertained? Welcome. Show you something. I'm going to tell you something right now. New subscriber. You're not going to have ever seen anything like this before. All right. 11:01 on the Zelda Game & Watch. This is the community chest. I keep this shuffled and off to the side. And as we receive synchronicities throughout the live stream, I pull from this deck. Michelle Pagliacci, welcome. We pull from this deck. It contributes to a whole secondary background reading that takes place simultaneously. It usually corresponds rather well with what we got going on here in real time, and then we review it at the end. It's a whole fun thing we do here at Jonny Arkade. You should stick around and check it out. Whoops. Someone should put their money where their mouth is if they're so sure about something. I got 5 on it. All right. Boundaries. Boundaries, yo. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, Spirit. What deck are we starting with? And since this is news to some people, let's do north, east, west, south. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that makes a lightning bolt. That's weird. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, that's a new deck that I haven't even used yet. So I'm excited too. Hopefully Spirit says 1. Not 1, 2, 3, 4. Supernatch Tarot. Alright. Either way, we get a little Salmon Dean, something, something. You know what I'm saying? Alright. The ladies love this deck. I do too. Who am I kidding? Huh. Agreed, Michelle. All right. It's okay. I got more rounds in the bullet dice, so we'll be fine. 11:03 on the Zelda Game & Watch. 8:33 on the clock. Where we'll stop, no one knows. Ooh. New sights, new sounds, new experiences. I like it. Deck number 1, if you chose the Supernatural Join the Hunt Tarot, or if you're here live, this is your reading. Right. We got Ghost Chasers, Page of Pentagrams, Ghost Chasers, wannabe copycats, doing it for the fame and the fortune. Don't know a damn thing about it, for real. That's what we're getting right off the bat. But you're not waiting anymore. Something inside you decided. What do we got? This is way too much. The Devil in reverse. Page of Bones in reverse. What's holding you back? Not these people. Not anymore. Cheers to that. 3 of Cups, the Fools. Page of Bones in reverse. Some of y'all might not know where you're going. But you know, it's away from what no longer serves you. And if you're like, what? You're going where? The Grand Canyon? Wait! Why are you going there? Because it's one of the 7 wonders of the world? Do I need a better reason? No, I don't understand. True story. 5 of Pentacles. It's always funnier when it's real. What is this? Nothing. See, someone almost feel like called your bluff or something, and you're like, don't do that. Don't do that. Four of Cups. 3, 4, 5. King of Bones. Ooh. And that is Metatron. And I'm not talking about the Transformer. That's Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. That's what that is. What is it? 9 of Pentacles. 8 of Daggers. And Death. Oh, yes. Someone... Look how he's just patiently waiting for someone to screw this up. You're going to be getting where you're going. That's without a doubt. You've got some serious protection. You even draw a crowd. And is that a god? Is that an angel tablet? I think it is. Let's see. Metatron. I always liked Optimus Prime better. Megatron got lame as soon as they turned him into a tank. There's a bunch of sissies. What is this? The Devil in reverse. Lucifer in reverse. Yeah. This isn't an evil card, guys. Death doesn't even like his job. He's like, please don't make me go to work today. was doing so good. I didn't even have to use my AK. I gotta say it was a good day, you know? Mama cooked a breakfast with no hog. Got your grub on, but didn't pig out. Finally got a girl from a call you want to gig out. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. And yeah, you don't want to go back to the mother chicks. This chick is like, that's, remember there's that weird elephant in the room? Everyone, like Dean is like, are you my sister? And if not, I'm just saying. But no, she's like, think again, buddy. But Wheel of Fortune in reverse. No, someone's trying to rewrite your story. I'm hearing George Harrison from the Beatles. It was perverted. You were diverted. Is that while my guitar gently weeps? You were perverted too. Someone I feel like is finally beginning to be taken seriously, perhaps, maybe. I'm not sure which angel that is. That's not Zeke, is it? 5 in reverse. On top of that 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, they ain't no angel. Again, I feel like someone's trying to lure you, like seduce you with luck, blessings, or what is disguised as. Because if it was like, you know, selling your soul to the devil for everything as far as you can see, you'd be like, no. Why would I do that? But if they paint it just right, and I feel like Knight of Goblets, I love that there's a DJ Qualls tarot card on the planet, and it exists, and I own it. Same with Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. I mean, come on, man. This has got to be the best deck. Like, I need to get those autographs. That. You know what I mean? When's the next Comic-Con? Oh, man. I mean, Euro Trip? Come on. Hustle and Flow? Oh, Jesus. Anyways, what is that dude's name? That's not Denny. Who is that? That's the... I don't know, but I know he's down. I know he's down to kick it. And I don't know, I just feel like you got some serious protection. People living and people beyond the living who... What's interesting too is like, see how he's so kind of nonchalant, sipping his, what's that called? There's a name for that type of goblet. Oktoberfest style. 11/11 on the Zelda game. And he's just got like a katana sword, like, yeah, just stay ready so you don't have to get ready. In the meantime, you might as well, you know, well, I'd wait for the to die down on that beer a little bit, but, you know, do your thing. Do your thing, chosen one. What is this? I want to... Wait, how many pages are in here? The Spirit's going to pick the page. I feel like it's 122 or something. Apple pie tarot spread? What? Don't forget the pie. 113. That's weird. Just letting you know. 10 of Wands. I feel like a bunch of hard work you did in the past is going to pay off now or something. Or soon. Or shortly. 113. That's hilarious. Actually, we'll do this. 71. Ten of Bones. Oh, it's Castiel. When he's all like human, no wings, contemplating on a bench. Upright. After helping the Winchesters prevent the apocalypse, Castiel finds himself in the precarious position of trying to secretly collaborate with both the brothers and Crowley while fighting a civil war in heaven. Full of doubt, he prays to God to tell him if he's on the right path. Ten of Bones represents the feeling of being exhausted by heavy burdens. What did I say about someone carrying something? By heavy burdens, this card advises you to make sure the responsibilities you're choosing to take on are really yours to carry. Oh ho ho. Reversed. See how that works? You ever seen anything like that? No, of course you haven't. Reversed. When reversed, the weight of responsibility represented by the upright Ten of Bones has been lifted. You heard that? It's been lifted. You can finally breathe a little easier with less stress in your life. Often, when this tarot card comes forward in a reading, it's a sign that relief is soon to come. If you're feeling exhausted, know that the end of your troubles is near. That's why you shouldn't be so scared of this transformation card, is all it is. It's just a transformation card. Transformers. Metatron is booger. Cream cheese and crackers. Bethany Bonk, welcome. Spread, close it out. This fool is just going to keep trying to intervene in your story for their own benefit, I feel. Oh shit, Nine of Bones. Wasn't that vampire dude? Like wasn't he an alpha? It's like now that someone's out of the way, someone and their minions, someone feels like they can come in and make a move? Why is it so manipulative? The Magician in reverse, Ace of Blades in reverse. Why is it so manipulative? Someone is... I feel like the story that has been rewritten for you and it wasn't yours is being corrected. This could be even legal stuff. Knight of Bones in reverse. The Sun. Wow. I feel like you got people who know what they're looking at, who aren't just gonna... Nothing to see here, Jim. Sprinkle some Coke on it, Jim. Let's get the fuck out of here. Like, no, it's like Ice-T and freaking Law and Order. Like making sure that all stones are unturned or whatever. No stones are unturned. Again, it's almost like a promise made, even if someone is no longer here and they couldn't keep their promise or fulfill it. I feel like they're just contributing to your spirit guides, and that shit is still being fulfilled. And the only people who could possibly have a problem with that collective, I feel like, are the people who have been trying to stop this from the inevitable from happening, the egg from hatching, something from being unearthed, revealed, exposed, its revelations. Deck number 1, that was your reading. 8:48 on the clock. Yeah, told you, nothing to worry about. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords in reverse. Some of y'all might be feeling like $1 million, not looking your age. Strength in reverse, and I feel like there's Benny. Again, I feel like your guys' strength is not lashing out. It's like, the only thing I'm afraid of is what's going to happen to you if y'all keep messing around with me and turn me back to the old me, you know? Like me way back in my NWA days, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Level 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Serpentine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It said 1, 2, right? Four and 2, and that makes 6. Don't worry about the Game Boy. Ain't nothing to see here. All right. Level 2. If you chose the Jonny Arkade Aries Fire deck, this is your reading. No, Michelle, do your thing. We need to get this. We need to get the Oracle deck. All right. Waiting anymore. Something inside you decided. Focus, follow one course until successful. 7 of Cups. Moral Compass, Page of Swords. What's with all the Page of Swords coming out? Close your eyes, make a wish. Moral Compass, focus. Emotional inventory time. Oh shit. I feel like that's just it. A lot of y'all might be manifesting your desires. But are you not manifesting your desires? If you're someone who's manifesting your desires, why do you look so upset? That was because 11:22 on the clock. If it makes you happy, then why are you so sad? Core management, passive aggressive. So again, and the proof is in the pudding, right? With this King of Pentacles, it's like, if you got it all figured out, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Invoices in the mail. But no, with the moral compass here, I'm almost getting like someone needs to, you don't need to do shit, but you should recalibrate your compass because you're lost, homie. You're lost. I've seen that same street 3 times. 6 of Hearts, 6 of Cups. Reminiscing the good old days. Back in the day, we meet again at last. No, we don't. Close your eyes. Some of you are like, go away, so I can finally live my life. But for some of you, yo, they're already gone. It's party time. Excellent. Party time. Excellent. We're just missing 5 and an 8. Everything is in balance. Everything is balance. Balance good. Karate good. Everything is good. Mr. Miyagi. So what I was just saying about like keeping the wire, you vibrating your desires because you doubt it. I'm getting like a child learning to walk for the first time. It might be hard now. It's like trying to get your driver's license or whatever. You're looking in all the mirrors and shit. You forgot to look in the rearview mirror. You got points taken off for not using your blinker or whatever. But next thing you know, you're going to be checking your phone and changing the radio station, all while being a danger on the road to everyone else in no time flat. Trust me. Get a seat at the table. Last supper. Count your blessings on its side. Your parents, you're like, why won't you let me have a license? Because your parents aren't in a hurry for you to die. Okay? They dealt with you for 16 years. Why would they not wait 2 more to where they're not responsible for you if you drive off of a cliff? What is this? Strong, smart, independent. Yeah, use that noodle of yours. Use that noodle. But no, we got Joker in reverse. Serious. And then we've got jealousy, ruthlessness. Look, just because your parents didn't love you doesn't mean I don't. Okay? It makes sense why you wouldn't know what that looks like. Seen it a million times. You call that self-love? Who are you trying to fool? Oh, the next potential buyer or whatever. Every time I come around your city, bling, bling. I just said the next potential buyer. This is in reverse. No, I'm good. I don't want what you're selling. You know what this energy's coming off as? Y'all ever been in Walmart and you're just trying to get into the electronics section so you can, like, I don't know, look at electronics, and there's like that lady at the fucking Spectrum fucking booth, like she's acting like she's not paying attention on her phone, like she's just some millennial or something, and then you're like, okay, she's not looking. Now's my chance. And she's like, it comes out of like the fucking kids clothing section, like, excuse me, how are you doing today? You're like, I'd be better if I wasn't being sold cable services. Empress St. Clair, welcome. I mean, I'm telling you, even for a ninja like myself, with the smoke bombs and everything, you can't get past that chick. She gonna rappel down from the rafters if you try to go around behind like where they have all the generic shoes that look like and ones or whatever. I want 2 per, you know? Go all in reverse. No thanks. No, I'm not looking for third party knockoff brand Crocs. I just don't want to talk to the lady at the DirecTV thing. Like I've told them no, like with strong boundaries, like, no, I cut the cord 10 years ago. And they're like, are you sure you don't want internet? It's like, yeah. And if you knew what I do, you wouldn't want it either. I just get it so I can stream on YouTube. My word to weapons. It's funny because it's true. Let's see. You know what? Forget the electronic section. Probably all the same NECA figures anyways. You've had that Frankenstein Ninja Turtle there for 3 years. When are you going to put it in the clearance aisle, huh? When are you going to put it on clearance? No one wants to buy your Frankendonatello. Get out of here. Karen over here ain't making it easy for that thing to sell either. You know that, right? You know Walmart gets a sweet cut of that DirecTV money. There's no way they'd let someone just hang out in the children's clothing section, not without a background check first. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. Yeah. You don't need any more NECA toys, and you don't need DirecTV. In fact, you could just skip that whole corner of the store. You know what I mean? You don't even have any pets. Why are you going by the pet section? You're thinking about buying a goldfish again? How'd that work out last time? That poor scuba diver you bought with the he's dead. Like, when's the last time you checked on him? I bet there's no bubbles coming out. What is this? Heaven is... Oh, wait, no. I thought it said heaven is one step away. That's so weird. My own writing, too. It actually says, leaving on a southern train only yesterday. And check it out. Roads where we're going. We don't need roads. You're taking the train. You're taking the train. That's hilarious. Because no roads. Spirit, they don't understand the jokes. Oh my goodness. What is this? Independent. It's okay. We understand them. I know. That's good enough. I'm hearing Pearl Jam. I can hear the laughter. So why do I see 5, 6, 7. Reminiscing the good old days. Back in the day, we meet again at last. Oh, tattooed everything. 11:30 on the Zelda Game and Watch. Tattooed everything. I take a walk outside. I'm surrounded by some kids that play here. I can feel the laughter. Hunt-faced bitch is what that card says. So why do I say finally it happened to me. Someone might have never wanted children, hate children, like wishes there were no children or whatever. They believe that children suck for the future. But no, now they're like pregnant or something. Hang tight in reverse. Boss lady. Career balance. This baby is like changing this woman's life. Good. The sun will come out tomorrow. Tomorrow is only a day away. Free beer tomorrow. Hey, can you pick me one up? 7766. Just letting you know. Getting started. Ace of Wands in reverse with Boss Lady. Someone. Now I'm hearing, all that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy. All that she wants. And with this independent, I don't like that energy. I mean, it's all about that bass, about that bass, about that bass. Ace of base. I saw the sign. And finally it has happened to me. And look, there it is again. Moral compass. Someone is waking up to the beautiful gift of life. You're welcome? Like, what the fuck? Loneliness. That's why someone's mad. It's like no one wants to hang out with them. But the only reason why no one wants to hang out with them is because they got all this stuff inside that they pretend or hide, and they wouldn't want to hang out with them either. And maybe they had to be alone. I'm seeing Captain Hook in my mind's eye. From Hook. Not the cartoon. You know, I wanted to specify from the live action. With Robin Williams. There's Peter. Emotional inventory time. 44, 77, 66, since we're doing inventory. 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't even get me started on inventory. I will have this whole place zoned out in about 3 hours. Don't tell me to cycle count shit, because I will make sure we never have to do that again. With the quickness of the 8 of Wands. I remember sitting in a room with a bunch of corporate entities, and they looked at me and they said, "So where's your schedule?" I was like, "My schedule?" They're like, "Yeah, you don't have a schedule?" Why would I need a schedule? That's for people who don't have all their shit together. Everything I needed to be in charge of and schedule was already made, and anything that needed to be made, we had everything on hand to make it now. And if an order came in for a truckload for Home Depot right now, we could still get it out today. So what was that about a schedule? Mister, you got 5 back orders and we got to put stuff on the board to be made for shipments that were already delivered last month. Work together. Why don't you stop asking me where my schedule is? Because I got questions. Why do you have why is your schedule 6 months out? Why are you making the same product so often? Why don't we just make a bigger batch? Half-assing a sauce. Someone's trying to nitpick you for the way you do things. Like you're doing it wrong. It's like they're grading you down on your test because you're not showing your work. Well, you fucking ace the test. That's another true story from high school. People thought I was like copying the kid next to me's homework or test or whatever because I get all the answers right, even the ones that they didn't. But because I didn't show my work, because ain't nobody got time for that. Carrying all the weight, I just put like little hash marks in the corner of the paper. I created Common Core before Bill Gates freaking, I don't even know. I haven't tried Common Core, but I bet I'd fucking kill it. But Santa Claus is coming to town. Bill Gates just patented it or whatever. That's right. Bill Gates made your life that much more confusing by introducing Common Core math. It was him. So now we got 10 tens. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jack Queen. Close your eyes. 99. Look at this. Independent. Close your eyes, make a wish. What do you want? Collective. You. And when you answer, before you answer that question, and before you go, world peace or whatever, Link just grabbed the silver arrow. Are you saying that for you? Are you saying that for humanity? Are you saying that because you feel like you're supposed to say that? Are you saying that you're going to go to Disneyland after you win the Super Bowl because Disneyland's paying you under the table to say you're going to Disneyland? Or have you legit always wanted to say that? What if you're like, where are you going now that you won the Super Bowl? We're going to Epcot Center. We're going to Knott's Berry Farm. Knott's Berry Farm would be like, did you just hear that? Now they got a new jelly named after you and shit, you know? Tom Brady don't even have his own jelly. You know what I mean? Should have went to Knott's. Did not see that coming, right? Level 2, that was your reading. Knott's Berry Farm. We're going to Knott's Berry Farm. I'm going to ride me Montezuma's Revenge. You know why they call that ride Montezuma's Revenge? Do they still have that ride? That was like the newest shit the last time I went to Knott's Berry Farm. No, it was a Boomerang. I remember Boomerang was the newest ride. That's how long it's been since I went to Knott's Berry Farm. That's how fun it is there. Boomerang. And you know what made it so cool and why they called it Boomerang was because it would go, right? All crazy. And then it would like come back backwards. And it's like there's like 3 roller coasters that do that at every theme park now, including the freaking the state fair or whatever. I think like the Mummy ride at Universal does that shit. And it's basically Superman at Magic Mountain, but with much more turns and it doesn't go as fast. Just letting you know, fun fact. Parks are a good place to go for amusement, you know? Are you not amused? What, you don't like the band Muse? What's wrong with you? I thought you liked all the Twilight series or whatever. I thought you had a super massive black hole of a heart or whatever. Hey, I seen Muse live. Have you seen Muse live? Yeah, that's what I thought. So shut up. 909. Fun fact about when I saw Muse live. All I wanted to hear was Knights of Sidonia, and I recorded every song, start to finish, that concert. And then at the very end, they did an encore, and it wasn't Knights of Sidonia. I'm like, you got to be kidding. And then they did an encore, double encore. And it was Knights of Sidonia. And as it's like, boom, 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 my phone died. Oh, oh, gotta love it. You guys thought you had bad luck. Don't even get me started. That's one game you won't win. On the bad luck man, the bad luck man. On the bad luck man, the bad luck man. Did I do that right? I think so. I don't know. That's okay. Um, I just don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna keep these together. Okay. We all the way live. We all the way live. All right, level 3. Level 3. What are we gonna do? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not going to count it, but it was on 4. Shot me right in the nuts. 6. 6. Oh, we got 2, 4, 6 on the dice so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, what do we have here? What's this? What's this? There's magic in the air. There's magic everywhere. before we decide if we're going to be using this one or that one. Heads, tails, heads, tails. Got it? Same page. Isn't that fucking awesome? All right. The Jonny Arkade Tarot. That's right. I flipped my X to decide. I flipped my X coin to decide. All right. You're not waiting anymore. Something inside you decided. 11:44 on the Zelda Game & Watch. Again, it's like waiting for what? For yourself to tell you when it's time? What if the divine timing this time was your deciding? Your natural God's law abiding, fulfilling your happiness. I truly believe that when we are in our highest vibration, laughter, orgasm, laughing while you orgasm, whatever. And I mean, it could be an orgasm in your mouth. I mean, because you're eating something delicious, you know what I mean? And it's like those flavors, those taste buds, your body like rejoicing. And I mean, I'm seeing what was that show? Yo Gabba Gabba. There's a party in my tummy. My tummy. There's a party in my tummy. And it's like they're celebrating. Your body's celebrating. Their goosebumps are celebrating. God is living vicariously through your buds, your taste buds, your sense of smell, your sight. And if some of y'all might not be blessed with sight anymore or hearing anymore, I know people who can't taste or just have terrible taste. I'm pretty sure that means that another sense is heightened elsewhere. And for some of y'all who might have to overcompensate for something, that's what like glasses and stuff are for, right? To aid you where you are inadequate, especially beyond. It's not like you were like, one day, what do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, I hope to slowly lose my eyesight and like one day wake up and realize I'm not as young as I used to be. Well, kid, blow out those candles. He's got it all figured out. What is this? Yeah, 10 of Cups in reverse. My point is, you really think you got it all figured out? Like the reason for living, your reason for living? You're looking at me to give you a reason to live? Something to believe in. Look, if you need something, anything, have you tried Jesus? I mean, he usually catches you when you're falling. Well, what's your stop, drop, and roll or whatever when you sink in the water and you're not walking on it anymore? You realize you're walking on broken glass. I'm getting like, what is it? Saint Maud. Saint Maud. I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But I'm getting like, I haven't seen that. I only saw that the one time. It's Sigourney Weaver, right? Oh yeah. I'm remembering it in the present moment. But no, how she just like thought she was like being engulfed in divine white light, but no, she was like You know what I'm talking about. She was engulfed in flames or what have you. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Wanderer. That's not how that works. But if anything, what that could also represent is people feel like what you've been through is painful, and like Jesus carrying the cross, right? Like why don't you just put the cross down? Why did you put yourself through that? But she was delusional. She was under heavy dark witchcraft. Demonic satanic witchcraft. And you think Jesus wasn't having that stuff sent at him too, but he was fulfilling his purpose. But that's what Saint Maud thought she was doing, sacrificing herself for the highest, greatest good. And she felt bliss. But then it like shows what we see, and it's like, it's not bliss. But what if like God told her to do that, and she's fulfilling her purpose or whatever? Deep, I know, right? That's why it's not called Martyr Maud or Demon Maud. It's called Saint Maud. The world in reverse. Oh, y'all thought the saints were just Christmas ornaments or whatever? You're cute. You thought they were the little Precious Moments dolls your mom buys at Hallmark? Do they have a little Saint Michael with his little chubby toes on little chubby Lucifer's neck? I don't think they do. But if they did, I'd buy it. Watch out. We could whoop that up with AI and a 3D printer in no time. You know what I'm saying? It's Ace or Queen of Swords in reverse. It's 2026, y'all. We might not have flying cars, but that's because the government killed all the people who invented them. I've seen it a million times. Or hoverboards. But, you know, we're getting there. The technology has, they had cars that ran off of water when I was a kid. I remember being in my dentist office, like 6 years old, reading fucking highlights and then seeing the article on like Better Pro Driver or whatever that said, flying cars are here. And then I seen one that said like, this guy invented an engine that runs on water. I remember there wasn't even an episode of Mr. Rogers, correct me if I'm wrong, where a dude made a car, an electric car, drove it with Mr. Rogers into town. And that wasn't some Ford Focus hybrid Tesla Series 3. That was like the Model T Tesla 3. On Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, yo. I bet that guy's dead too. What is this? Not Mr. Rogers. Duh. Of course he's dead. I'm talking about the guy who had the electric car. Not in my neighborhood, Frederick. His name was Fred Rogers. I'm just letting you know, man. You got to know your heroes. The fuck? I think just because he talked to himself and played with puppets, that I wouldn't allow my kids to go over to his pad? I mean, we don't have like a Michael Jackson situation here, do we? It's not like I'm going to let them stay the night. What the fuck? No, they got school in the morning. You know, Michael, I don't think it's a good idea. But hey, thanks for the giraffe petting zoo thing and the I love riding your swings every time they're at the fair in town, but I'd rather ride them here. Tell Bubbles I said what up. The Michael Jackson swings, bro. You never been on the Neverland Ranch fucking swings before? What's wrong with you? You know how many innocent children have ridden those swings? I bet Macaulay Culkin sat in the same one I sat in at one time. Home Alone. You're never alone. Wheel of Fortune. I mean, am I right, Kevin? Am I right, Kevin? You make it work. What is this? Look, yeah, I've seen it a million times. The chick from Beetlejuice. You know what I mean? It's his mom. What'd you expect? It's all connected. Up Schitt's Creek or whatever. Yeah, you guys know. You know. Don't act like you don't. Ain't no way to hide those lion eyes. I feel like someone almost wants you to find something out. It's like the Jack in the Box wants you to boop goes the weasel, so that they can like feel like they've been waiting so long to come out of the box. Well, you gotta crank it or something. And again, with the Model T, something does require you to use your hands. It's a baby's toy. Hey, listen here. You listen here. Don't even get me started on Elijah Wood. Don't even get me started on Elijah Wood. I mean, what's your guys' favorite Elijah Wood performance? Can you guess mine? If you said Lord of the Rings, you're wrong. For me, it's the Weird Al Yankovic story, Weird. Oh wait, no, that's Daniel Radcliffe. I always get them confused. Sorry, Elijah. I know you hate that. Ruthlessness in reverse. Disrespect. Shady in reverse. I didn't mean that. I just wanted to be funny. But it's funny because it's true. But at least I know your first movie, Elijah. Calm down. Daniel Radcliffe. I feel like some of y'all are so self-aware of your own self-sabotaging behaviors, and that's just it. That could be good, that could be bad. I feel like you're that much more aware of it now, but now it's like, wait a minute. So does that mean I am supposed to do this, or I am not supposed to do that? Guess what? You're not supposed to. You know what I mean? You're supposed to just. 11:55 on the clock. Does it make sense? You're not supposed to. You're just supposed to. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. You're not supposed to say it. You're supposed to do it, but you can't do it if you haven't said it. You got to put it in the universe. So it's like, just do what you say and say what you mean. Or do it. Go get some Nike or whatever already, please. What is that? Knee K? What was that fancy? What are them fancy moccasins? What was that? Engine talk? You want to know what that's from? At least one of you got to know what that's from. You can't watch Jonny Arkade and not know what those quotes are from. That particular series. You got to know those ones. One of them fancy moccasins. Three of Swords in reverse. Wow. You know what's crazy? I'm just getting this super like unbothered energy, even though there is so much reason to be bothered. You know what I'm getting? I'm seeing that last scene in Incredible Hulk, the one with Edward Norton. You know, American History X and Italian Job, and isn't he in a couple of other Oceans or whatever? I'm just saying, it's all connected. But no, where he in Fight Club. Can't forget Fight Club. It's like when he's he's training with the monk, like in the middle of the Amazon jungle or whatever, or a rainforest. And he has the heart rate monitor on his wrist, and they're like zenned out, fucking full blown, like sage and shit burning, and his teacher's just like whoosh, slapping him across the face, and he's just like, his heart rate's like beep, 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 and he's just like practicing his breath, lowering his heart rate so that he doesn't murder everybody, getting his anger under control, because no one likes him when he's angry. And he's like, I need a girlfriend. I need to go study I gotta go study fucking Buddhism in the rainforest. There's no way a chick's gonna want to hang out with my ass. I'm all traumatized and shit. I'm just not myself when I'm hungry. And if Snickers won't just suffice this guy. You know what I mean? Because he gets hungry. You won't like him when he's hanged, man. Ever since. This is how he's always been. Yeah. He wasn't like injected with radioactive technology or whatever. No. He got it from his dad. His dad was actually injected with radioactive technology. But, that's what happens when a radioactive man, Bruce Banner, and Jennifer Connelly get it on. You know what I mean? They have radioactive children. Where do you think we get Ninja Turtles? Secret of the Ooze. Yeah. Big Bang Theory. I know, right? I just ruined everything you thought was real. I mean, it's still real. It's just like you thought babies were delivered to your house by a stork? No, this happened. As he's gonna fight again, and yeah, there's no stork. No, that's just the bird on the Vlasic pickle jar. Yeah, I don't know why he's the mascot for pickles, but maybe he likes old sour cucumbers. I don't know, but maybe they fired everyone at the baby delivery place. I'm trying to think of what it's called when you go have the babies at the hospital. What's that shit? The delivery ward or whatever. It's funny how it's called a ward. Oh, you're having a baby? Come into the psychopath holding facility. I mean, the ICU waiting room. Here, have a High Times magazine. You have any like Trans World, skateboarding, or like a Mad magazine in here? A Game Boy, for the love of God? I don't know. It's Kaiser Place isn't all like it's cracked up to be. This is supposed to be the best. They don't even have highlights in the waiting room. I guess you don't see me waiting. A Knight of Swords in reverse. Like have you ever been in an ICU waiting room before? You guys could, wouldn't kill someone to put a vending machine in here. In fact, 3 people just died this week. Where does that money go? Vending machine in here. Make it more accommodating and welcoming for people who are seeing the last few days, or maybe if not hours or minutes, of their loved ones. Yeah. And then there wouldn't be so many hungry Bruce Banners in here if you had a Snickers machine. I mean, it's almost like they want us to be sick. This kept flying out of my hands. Butterfingers. Wow, your blessings can't slip out of your hands unless that's what you wanted. I'm always down for a good game of I was trying to think of something that's slippery, but slippery when wet. I love a good game of slippery when wet. Make sure you put the sign up. It's dangerous. Don't want anyone falling. Honestly, like you're like, hey, you got a spill here, aisle 3. I don't work here. I'm just letting you know. You ever seen like it's like those awkward moments where you're just like trying to go get some Capri Suns or whatever, and some like alcoholic lady who was probably like in the aisle for 5 minutes contemplating on whether or not she should buy wine again, because the last time she got it, she ended up naked in the park and she got a domestic violence mark on her record, and she's like, should I get this barefoot wine? For like 5 minutes, she's putting it back. She's getting the Chardonnay. She's getting the Merlot. She puts the Chardonnay back. She puts the Merlot back. She gets the Cabernet. She gets the Merlot. Fuck it. It's buy one, get one 50% off. And then you come around the corner and she's like, and you see it in slow motion. And now there's a whole bottle of barefoot Chardonnay all over the aisle. And you're just like, oh, and you're like looking at the Capri Suns and you're just like, oh, and they're like, and they look at you with sheer panic, and it's not because they just dropped it and now they got to pay for it. It's because they're like, does he know that I swig barefoot Chardonnay at night under the pillow and hide it from my husband? That's what that look is in her eyes. And it's like, I just want Capri Sun, lady. I just need to get some Capri Suns, some tropical punch. I just need my fruit punch. Leave me alone. Clean up on aisle 3. Clean up on aisle 3. Seen it a million times. God might put you in like paths where people are literally this close to like giving up on life, and you're just like, mind your own business, and you're like, won't you just step back from that ledge, my friend, like whistling. And they're like about to jump off the ledge, and they're like, what? Johnny, ties with all the lies that you've been living in, and if you do not want to see me again, I would and this guy's like, you're like the message from God that they needed to hear, and you're just like, I would understand. Hey, bro, you probably shouldn't stand there, man. That's dangerous. I would understand. I would understand. I would understand. And now they hate you forever because they're like, man, I was finally this close to like giving it all to God. No, man, that's not how that works. You would have bounced 3 times, broke every bone in your body, and you would have been like Anthony Hawking, only a lot less intelligent. Seen it a million times. So it happens when you think you're like standing in your power, but no, you're slipping in the shower. That's what that is. You hit your head. You're about to drown in this wet water. I'm just letting you know. Roll onto your back. If you can hear me. This is why you shouldn't bring your AirPods into the shower with you. I've seen it a million times. Don't even get me started on lighting candles when you're having a spiritual bath. Ladies, you're just asking for it. Take it from a master, you know? You act like I don't have Dr. Teal's under my sink in the bathroom. Get out of here. You think I'm just half about that life? You think I just half-ass everything? Does I make it look so easy? That's how you know. That's how you know. Confidence, ego. Know the difference. Know the difference. You know? Never lose sight of your big picture collective. Sometimes, like, I know we're going to Mercury retrograde. This feels like the least Mercury retrograde so far in a long time. Thank you, Spirit. May you be blessed with the same situation. But no, I almost feel like that's just it. We're doing things different now. rolling with the punches, said punches, knowing when to hold them. Hold them. When you're fully in your power, some of y'all might be tempted to never hold back. That would be ridiculous. That would be like only throwing passes on the football field. You think that the other team wouldn't pick up on the fact that you can't run for shit? You know what I'm saying? They just keep doing Hail Marys. Go long. Well, at least you're finally doing Hail Marys, collective. That's all I got to say. Now try a couple Our Fathers, and then now we're in business. You know, maybe God forbid you do a Glory Be. I don't know what would happen. You'd probably start floating off the ground, but, you know, I'm not trying to drag you to church like your parents. That didn't work. They're the ones telling you Jesus doesn't love you. I'm the one telling you he does. Don't go to church for them. Go to church for you. Go to church for Jesus. But no, for real. It's funny because it's true. And if you think I'm joking, I couldn't be more serious. I'd rather you go find Jesus when you don't need him than to try to find Jesus when you need him most. It's like King Stallman bail bonds, you know what I mean? It's better to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them. And me and Jesus, we like this. We besties. He doesn't like it when I call him that because he tells me not to pick favorites, but it's like that's exactly why he's my favorite. I mean, besides, even he had a favorite apostle. I give him a hard time about that all the time. I'm like, well, you had John the Beloved. And he's like, that's not fair. And I go, no, that's totally fair. You can even argue right. Nice try, Jesus. You're just too pure and innocent. I can't. You just can't, even when you can. Because of course you can. You're unlimited. But you win every time. It's like checkmate before I even set up the damn board. Like, you know, it's no fun playing with you, Jesus. Now I know what it's like for my friends to play Mario Kart with me. No fun. No fun. This ain't Mario Kart. See the Mario Kart I used to play? No, man, it is. You just never played me before. Time after time. I've seen it a million times. Level 3. Shame on you. I don't know what happened for level 3. The Jonny Arcade deck was just picking on you the whole time. And I don't know, you must be a jerk because the Jonny Arcade deck bullies the bullies. You know? Talks a lot of shit sometimes, but he also call your ass out. Tell it like it is what he does there. That's what's happening. There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. Dun, 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 dun. My, oh my, baby, stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Everybody look what's going down. Okay. This is the fun part. I get to prepare and decorate before our friends come over for the party. 12:12 on this other game and watch. They're gonna be here any minute. We gotta get ready. Hide behind the couch. Surprise! Alright. I just saw in my mind's eye that like back in the day when like animated GIFs were like how reels and shorts in your feed are now. That's like what animated GIFs were back then before memes even existed. We had GIFs. And then people didn't know if they were called GIFs, GIFs, GIFs. I don't know. But I was just thinking of the one where the door opens and there's all the Asian guys, like the karate guys in the supply closets. Supplies! And there's no audio. It just says the word supply. That's the funniest thing on the planet. Was I will hear them saying it, you know. Oh, the good old 90s. The good old 90s. I mean, am I right, collective? That's a rhetorical question. Let's see. I mean, Chris Cornell, Nirvana, Chili Peps, whole Nizzy Niz9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Top down. Level 4. This is your reading. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Self-care. Long hair, self-care. And then we got 67, 76. The gas station can be significant. Lost World Jurassic Park can be significant. The number 13, death can be significant. Just so you know. Sorry, Michelle. I know you were really wanting this one. Me too. Me too. We can't always get what you want. You get what you need. You can get what you want. But are you sure that's what you want? Loving, that's what I got. I said, remember that. Whoops. Loving, that's what I got. How fun that we're going to wrap up a reading called You're Not Waiting Anymore. Something is inside you decided, and we wrap it up with the deck called Self-Care. How fun. I have a feeling it's going to be good. I have a feeling that this deck's gonna have some dope shit. That this deck's gonna have some dope shit. Ooh. All right. I won't even say anything about the shirt. Whatever. Shauna J, welcome. It's almost done. The beautiful thing is, as long as I don't get hacked and terminated again, this will be here forever and ever and ever. Like Jesus. We return like Jesus when the whole world needs us. Okay. All right. Long hair, self-care. Why is this one reversed? The concept of self-care relates to small rituals that can restore feelings of well-being that you may have neglected when dealing with life's tribulations. Remember earlier when I said getting that stop, drop, and roll or what have you? Choose a daily ritual to practice self-care each day. Why did you choose this ritual? What does it bring to your life? And again, is it out of habit? Is it out of necessity? Is it for someone else? Or does it just drive you insane? Oh, that's my favorite tea. You know, it's funny. If you ever are in Glendale, Arizona, and you happen to walk into a bar called Lucy's Sage and Sand. Yep, it's just like it sounds. Ask for a Jonny Arkade at the bar. And you will get a Long Island iced tea with grenadine, no lemons, because that fucks it up, and like as many cherries as they're willing to give you. And then when everyone makes fun of your drink because it has cherries in it, you can laugh all the way to the dance floor knowing that it is 99.99% alcohol. Another fun fact about me. It's a thing. And every time I order one at a different bar, that like the bartender always goes, they like, this happened more than one occasion. They take the straw. Oh yeah, man. It's dangerous. It's a danger zone. Highway to the danger zone. You can only drink it if you're a Top Gun or a Maverick. Or if you fly a jet. Or you're just in Glendale, you know. I mean, because the Air Force Base is right there anyways, so you're basically Top Gun when you walk in there. Jeez, why aren't you coming out? I mean, my channel messages are hilarious and everything, and deeper than people realize. But Spirit, where's the message? People think I'm just talking about G.I. Joes or some shit. I don't know. We're losing them, Spirit. We lost them on the concept of self-care. They're like, I'm out of here. This reading's stupid. Okay. Keep doing what you're doing. Because it seems to be working. All right, what is this? Don't let me get in your way. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time for that, you know. Be faithful to that which exists within. That's right, yourself. That's Andre Gide, or Gide. And this was Amy Leigh McCree with the whole self-care there. You may have been neglected. You may have neglected when dealing with life's tribulations. Again, all that is getting that old version of you back out of the closet because it's been collecting dust and preserved like all stuffed in a garbage bag next to the Beanie Babies or whatever. What is this? Oh wait, I didn't read the rest of this. Be faithful to that which exists within yourself. Return to an affirmation throughout the day that reinforces the parts of you that you would most want others to know. I am blank, capable of anything. I am fucking awesome and capable of anything. Now go, fail, little dreamer, fail. That way you can know when you've accomplished something. What is this? This was in reverse. You ready? When I loved myself enough, I began leaving whatever wasn't healthy. This meant people, jobs, my own beliefs and habits, anything that kept me small. This is literally what we're talking about. My judgment called it disloyal. Now I see it as self-loving. Kim McMillan, I love you. Take a few moments to reflect on ways you loved yourself today. Yeah, exactly. That was way too fast of a moment. What did you leave behind that wasn't healthy? More moments that you would look forward to self-reflecting later? Duh. It's so obvious, yet so, isn't it crazy how perplexing it is at the same time? I love it. I couldn't have done it better myself. Like, wrote it. How God works. It's magnificent. Especially when you stop blaming him because you know that fucking he didn't do any of this stuff to you. If anything, you're lucky to be here. It's as lucky as me. Don't make me a liar. That's the only thing I'll say about luck. I believe we create our own luck. But I didn't choose to come here. All that. We chose this life before we came here. I'm pretty sure I didn't. And I'm pretty sure if I did, if that was the case, I'll tell you right now, this is my first and only time here. Because knowing how I do, I would only want to do it once. And I would 100% that motherfucker. And once I got all the little achievements and the trophies and all of the unlockables and the downloaded content, if it's a good game, I'll go back and play it again. And this is, every game is just a simulation or a arcade, far-fetched version of what's really going on. And the truth is, virtual reality or whatever, trust me, I'm a fan. But it's still virtual. And we have reality all around us. But I love like integrating those things because it's those types of experiences that allow our brains to think of even the next thing that doesn't exist now. Every time, whether it's a COVID or whatever, and we are forced to come together or isolate, whatever, somehow the fucking human species, I mean, am I right, demons, always finds a way to not be stopped. You poison us, we just get immune to the poison. Evolution, am I right? Just a melting pot. Take rest. A field that has rested gives a bountiful crop, says Ovid. Take 10 minutes out of your day to quietly observe the world around you. How can you cultivate this calm energy during times of stress? This takes me back to like literally the first thing I was getting in the very beginning. Before I feel like I even pulled the first deck. I feel like I was shuffling the community chest, saying about you could be. We talk often about like how can you be in creative mode, builder mode, when you're in survival mode, when you're in lack, when you're in starvation mode. How can you be plentiful when you're just trying to get sustenance, right? You're being starved. How can you can't just psychoactively trick yourself into believing you're at a giant feast. At the same time, what did they eat in the desert? Moses? 40 days, 40 nights? What did they eat? What did they feast on? Manna. Manna feast. Food from God. Out of nothing. They feasted on that shit. But even that wasn't enough for those little frickin'... Oh my gosh. You can't leave them alone for 5 minutes. I'm telling you. And then you feed them all, and then they're like, I want chicken and fish with my manna bread. Get the fuck out of here, man. But no, I feel like you do somehow. Like you have to be that one when everyone's freaking out because the cops are coming. You're like, oh, excuse me, officer, there's nothing to see here. I'm not as think as you drunk I am, and everything's fine. We'll turn the music down, and we're sorry to have disturbed you this evening. Thank you for your service, protecting and serving. I'm over here. Oh, sorry. I always talk to the wooden Indian. I always think he's a real person, but you're coming with me. Take 10 minutes. How can you cultivate this calm energy during times of stress? Again, I do feel like some of y'all have maybe, whether it's that breathing exercise, that Bruce Banner, fucking you ain't trying to be the Hulk, because you're not trying to have to buy new shorts again, because every time you get angry, you rip your shorts. I've seen it a million times. You know, and it's so hard to find purple shorts these days. Find the love you seek by first finding the love within yourself. Learn to rest in that place within you. That is your true home. Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. Reach out to a friend for advice. Keep your heart and mind open to what they have to say. See? That's impossible for someone who thinks they fucking know everything. That's impossible. That's why I know it's not you, collective, right? Don't make me a fucking liar. You can do it. You can do this. And if you can't do it today, you'll do it tomorrow. You are not a failure. Alicia Rai. Now don't be making this an excuse to be all Shaun of the Dead on me and be like, I was gonna. Like Mother's Day is just, there's only one day, right? If you're gonna get your mom flowers on Mother's Day, you better handle that, bro. And then we can go to the Winchester, you know? Or watch Sam and Dean Winchester, or whatever, man. Channel this phrase 10 times today. That's 2 different cards that say to do something 10. Today and every day, I am free from self-doubt and self-sabotage. Stop lying to yourself, because this was in reverse. That's just it. Someone's like, yeah, I'm so confident and independent. Yeah. I'm in my power. I'm in like a glow state right now. Like, oh my God, like only attract. I don't chase. Oh yeah. Cool. God, I just attract like positive stuff all the time. Sweet. Every morning. You're either faking it till you make it, or you got me fooled, man. I wouldn't even know. Every morning, look in the mirror and affirm positive words in your life. That's Layla Gifty Kita. That's a fun name. I bet she was teased in grade school, but it sounds like one, Layla. And then it's like Gifty makes me think of like Garfield and Kitty. And then the last name is Akita. It's like La Femme Nikita, but then it's like another word that sounds like Kitty again. And it's like Akita. Dude, there's a Disney animated movie I just got an email today coming out called Gato. And I'm just curious if it's Don Gato. You guys remember singing the song Don Gato in like grade school? Or was that just my class? 12:30 on the Zelda Game & Watch. It was like, and the cat came back the very next day. You guys know what I'm talking about? I feel like that's what it is. Like that was the energy I got just by looking at the little poster. And I'm usually pretty right about those types of things. So correct me if I'm wrong. But Don Gato. Why would it be called Gato if it was about a different cat? And I know it's cat in Spanish, but I'm just saying, if Disney came out with a movie or Warner Brothers came out with a movie that was called Conejo, I wouldn't just automatically think it was Bugs Bunny. Remember always that you not only have the right to be an individual, you have an obligation to be one. And that's just it. Earlier, it's so funny. I was saying you don't have to do nothing. But if you don't do this kind of primary thing, exist, then you don't exist. So you don't have to, but I'm just saying it. Resist the extinction and coexist with existence. Michelle, there's some sort of haiku in there somewhere. We'll find it. We'll find it. Set a small goal for your day. And when I say small, like even that word sounds limiting. Just, I mean, how about a big smile? That would be a small goal. Michelle. All right, what is this one? Self-care is so much more than a beauty regimen or an external thing you do. It has to start within your heart to know what you need to navigate your life. Pedicure doesn't last, but meditating every day does. Burping confirmation. Remember? Thank you, Michelle. Remember I was talking like earlier about like the spiritual bath with the candles and all that stuff. Like no joke. Like whatever you're getting your hair done, your nails did, the buying yourself flowers. These are all like hallmark quotes that I even repeat on a regular basis. But like it's one thing to like read that shit on a blouse or something at a store. I think it's cute because it matches your fucking earrings that you bought at Claire's. Or you like get it. And that's the thing. I'm not trying to insult anyone's journey, but that's just it. Any of us who have had somewhat gotten so far on some sort of this is about navigating the waters journey, you would know I'm not insulting you. And anyone who would feel insulted, oh my God, it's like you're like that college student who wants to take the Native American man off of the Land O'Lakes butter, and now every fucking Indian on this planet who cooks with butter is mad at you. And they're like, you know what? I'm just going to start turning my own fucking butter again. Fuck this. And now all the sales just went down. Carrie Ann Moss. Meditate on what your heart needs in order to grow. Because although you might not need anything, strong growth does require soil, fertile soil, a dead-ass seed that's ready to live, ready to start living, and then a little bit of direct sunlight, some D3, and a little bit of 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen. You know what I'm saying? So get down to business. Meditate on what your heart needs in order to grow and be happy and at peace. How can you implement those needs into your life daily? Sun, soil, water, death. You have all of that. You're over there just sitting on your hands when you got all this death around you. That's an opportunity for life. Every seed that has been planted or carried by a East African swallow is dead before it sprouted, before it took root. Prove me if I'm wrong. Or correct me if I'm wrong. Prove me if I'm wrong. Prove me right. Look it up. How many pages are in this shit? Sorry, I have to switch to professionalism mode again. Link is getting the candlestick. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Link is grabbing the candlestick. Is that one? That sure is 171. And we already have 71 over here. How fun is that? Let's see. Must be coincidence. This is the 20 die. This is the 100 die. And this is the 12 die. And what did I say? 117? 171. Let's see. Well, we're on the last deck, so we can use them all. 2, 4, 6, and what was it? 7? In case y'all want to know the numbers that we ended up with. It's all connected. A, B, C. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Simple as do, re, mi, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me, girl. We have 2. We have 3. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C. We've got 2 again. 2, 3, 4. 7. Wow. We got 3 2s. 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 11, 12. And 80. 87. 9, 91, 93. 93. What was this? Oh, and then 3, 96. And that would make 100. How fun. Ding, 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 ding. If this was Price is Right, we would totally be going to the fucking showcase. We got $1, y'all. Let's see. You know what I'm talking about. Fun fact, I've been on Price is Right. Oh, man. Good times. Good times. Find the love you seek by first finding the love within yourself. Learn to rest in that place within you that is your true home. Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. And I'm pretty sure that was right here. It's in reverse. So Spirit wants to really drive this one home because I feel like this is what someone out here is. If you're wondering what you're lacking, Mr. or Mrs., I am whole, not lacking anything. But what am I lacking? This is it. Again, find the love you seek by first finding the love within yourself. Learn to rest in that place within you that is your true home. Reach out to a friend for advice. Keep your heart and mind open to what they have to say. Because again, you and I and everyone knows every now and then it'd be nice to share. Bounce something off of someone that isn't going to bounce it off your fucking head. You know what I mean? And what's funny is when they try to do that, they're the ones that look stupid. 10:10 on the clock. Adam Rose catches drone on the beach. How fun. That reminds me of freaking Interstellar. When they're like trying to chase down the freaking drone. And it was like there because they knew that they would try to chase it. Someone could be sending now I'm seeing like a cheetah with the fake rabbit at the zoo when they try to show you how fast the cheetah runs and they're just like the rabbit's fake. Yeah, something you're seeing how something is cruel because it's happening to you. Like you're being given this fake ass rabbit to chase to show like your excellence, but you're only given this false sense of freedom. Internal self-care, mental, emotional, physical. How often do open yourselves? I think it's saying do you open, but found a typo. You know, I read professional document like data sheets and technical data sheets and safety data sheets, and proofread that shit for years, so I can't help but see stuff like this. How often do you open yourselves to others when you feel down or facing a challenge? Do you tend to seek home and comfort outside of yourself, or to find solace within the privacy of your own mind and heart? Regardless of your normal tendencies, today is about channeling the inspiration and creativity that abounds when we share our inner world and process with others. Brainstorming, you know? Choose a trusted friend or loved one to share part of your inner life with. What's been on your mind lately? What are you working through? Or questions you have about yourself or the world? If you don't feel there is someone safe to share with, start by writing these things down in a letter or list. Either way, notice how you feel after you release parts of your inner experience into the world. External self-care. Relational, community, creative, and work. Learning how to find comfort and safety while sharing your experience with others is both an internal and an external journey. Today, try taking on the role of the other. What advice would you give yourself if you were looking at your situation from the outside? How might you see your situation with more compassion and less judgment? You know, it's interesting. As I was reading that, I was thinking of like when I do guided meditations for clients, I have like my kind of way I do it, and I visualize it myself, right? Of like, one, visualizing like where you're at with your eyes closed, of course, you know, and you can do this right now for sake of practice. Visualizing where you're at, where you're sitting right now, right? With your eyes closed, visualizing like how much mass volume your body takes up in that room, like the chair that you're in, the couch that you're laying on, the bed that you're laying on, whatever, right? And because you can kind of see that, even though you can't see that, right? And then picture yourself stepping up, imagine it, of course, you're stay laying or sitting or standing and still, and step literally outside of your body, like an out-of-body experience in your imagination, and look at yourself. Look at you. Look how cute you are. Look at the booger in your nose. But no, honestly, while you're there, there's a lot of us, even the people who aren't very empathic, I feel like they are empathic. They're just not sympathetic. They're just pathetic. Or simps. Either way, they need to integrate both of those things. I just heard, I feel for you. I think I love you. But no, honestly, I feel like this is feeling for yourself. Look at you. All ridiculous sitting there. I'm just kidding. To be able to go outside of yourself and look at yourself through a different perspective, which, hello, that's your perspective of yourself. Don't judge yourself now. You know, we can worry about those thunder thighs later. But the point is, you are beautiful. No one in this whole planet, look at that person. No one on this planet, not your mom, your dad, your best friends, your ex-best friends, your ex-lovers, the lovers you're with, the lovers you wish you were with right now, have lived your life, have breathed every breath you have breathed when you got the air knocked out. That was you, not them. Everything you saw from that sight, those colors, those flavors you tasted, those sounds you heard, you are the one to consume those sounds, whether they're pleasant or they're noise, those flavors, whether they're bitter or they're sweet, those sights, whether they are blinding or hard to see, because it's so your eyes are not adjusted, whatever. No one can tell you about your experience here. I just hope that as your friend and your reader, that at some point you realize that it's all not for nothing. It's not in vain. Don't make Jesus' death all those years ago, 2026 years ago. No, it was actually like 2,000 years. You know, there's a bunch of years where we're like, where'd Jesus go? Those teams just, you know what I'm saying? But all I got to say is first try. And if you're waiting for a second coming of Jesus, it ain't going to happen, because he did it once. He ain't going to do it again. You're going to take Jesus out of retirement? What, did he stutter the first time? I don't think he did. But certain people didn't know what he said. He said, Dear Father, why have you forsaken me? He said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. He said, I mean, there was even two other people up there that did deserve to be there. And one of them was like, if you're God, why don't you just float off the cross? And the other one's like, dude, we deserve to be here. This dude's fucking innocent. And then a bird's like, like eat that eyeball out of that one dude who was talking shit. And it's like, when are they going to learn? You know what I mean? When are they going to learn, collective? They've had all those years to learn. And that's assuming that the world is only that old. I have a feeling it's a little bit older than we think. Just look at stuff like the Grand Canyon and shit. If like the water that like drips off of your roof onto the concrete has worn a little hole in your concrete this big after 30 years of water dripping on there, like ancient Chinese freaking torture or whatever. Well, ancient water torture. How much water drops on a daily basis would have had to cause the Grand Canyon, would have had to cause the rivers, the lakes, the streams, the man-made desalination plants, and the reservoirs. I mean, what are you talking about, Johnny? Oh, nothing. You know, California's a desert. Level 4. That was your reading. You're not waiting anymore. Something inside you decided. And boy, was that last deck confirmation of that. I didn't decide for you. Your mom didn't decide for you. Your teachers, your counselor, your therapist, your yoga teacher, no. They don't decide for you. Your attorney, they don't decide for you. They can only try to guide you down your right path. Some of us are better at it than others. And if you lie to me, I'll probably send you down the wrong path because I thought that's what you said you wanted. Don't lie to me. This is only going to be harder for you. And if you're afraid of me finding something out, I just find out that much quicker. Oh, let's see. Where are we at? Whoosh. Time after time. You find yourself maybe in the same kind of compromising situation. Well, not anymore. I feel like others will be the ones doing the compromising if they want to be in your energy, go where you're going, because there's no going backwards. Again, you've achieved that state of peace, right? That inner peace. And the only way it can be disturbed is if you let someone in to your inner. I was inside you. We don't have to share that with everybody, you know, like we can keep that between you and me. But it was a pleasure. And I'm sure you tell that to your boyfriend or whatever, or your girlfriend. They'll probably be upset. So you might want to just, again, keep it between you and me. Some secrets are meant to be kept secrets. They don't need to know that I penetrated you with my super fantastic messages here. And you couldn't help it. Like, I wasn't holding anyone down. No one's here against their will. Let this happen. You can go. Oh, that's what I thought. You want to stay, don't you? Oh, no. You can't. It's like you go to the chiropractor. You can't just have them like just crack your neck. No. You're not done. We still got to get that spine straightened out. Yeah. Oh. Your ankles even. When was the last time you broke ankles? Besides your own. 10:22, 12:52. What are you manifesting? You done waiting? You done waiting, collective? You done waiting, divine femme? Be the change you want to see in your consciousness. 10:23 on the clock. That's 1, 2, 3 in the place to be, and 3 of Pentacles. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see? The power of manifestation. You've got the key. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see? Let's close the poll, Lord. This song for me to bounce. Okay. What did you stop waiting for? That's what was on the poll this evening. Outside validation said 38%, the majority of y'all. This one's kind of all over the place. Usually we have fun, weird, silly numbers, and it's pretty kind of even. This is kind of all over the place. 38 says outside validation. Yeah, waiting for someone to say, yeah, that's a good song before you put it on Spotify. Or that's a good video. I wouldn't put that on YouTube. How embarrassing. I can't take you seriously. Why would you start taking me seriously now? 31%. What did you stop waiting for? 31% said a sign to move forward. Good for you. Giving yourself permission. And no, it's ridiculous, right? When you realize that you're not a baby and you don't need your parents to sign your permission slip to go to the fucking museum. You can just like get in your car and not have to sing Wheels on the Bus with all of the classmates that you have, including the ones you don't like. You can go to the Science Museum, the Reuben H. Fleet, all by yourself. Who's been to Reuben H. Fleet Science Museum in San Diego? That used to be my favorite joint for field trips as a kid. And I'll never forget, like, going later on in my years, taking mushrooms and go to see the Pink Floyd laser light show at the fucking IMAX theater. It's such a good time. It's such a good time. They got that giant bowl where you can go with your finger, and then all the water's like in like a crazy ass like tetrahedron freaking. It's a thing. A sign to move forward. Sign your own permission slip to the Reuben H. Fleet Space Museum, and get you some goodies from Base Smoke. Save 20%, get a free 1/8, and go get science. Look at this. I'm making you guys faster, stronger, smarter. This is great. 23% said someone else's choice. What did you stop waiting for? What, you don't want to order the pizza even though they're about to close and no one can pick their toppings? And then turns out they want everything but pepperoni and jalapenos, and you're just like, ooh. Right? It's like you should have just got 2 mediums. You should have just got 2 mediums. I'll buy my own pizza. Again, it's funny because it's true. You guys, I know I don't look like what I've been through, but when I speak with steadfast conviction and confidence, please know that I've been there, done that, probably a million times. So much so I can laugh about it now. Someone else's choice is 23%. And then 8% said perfect timing. Good for you. I mean, divine timing isn't some pop out to psych yourself into why it didn't work out this time. Divine timing is just knowing that when something didn't work out this time, it's because it should work out later, or it wasn't meant to work out now. It doesn't even mean that the next time it will. It's just like it wasn't supposed to be yet. But you almost had to have that test launch. The Wright brothers, you think they were just the first try get the airplane off the ground? And now we got Southwest Airlines? No, and that's what I meant earlier about go fail. Because if you don't, we'll never have aviation will never be a word. And then we'll never have cool aviator glasses, and we can't dress up like Tom Cruise and make funny Top Gun and Maverick jokes. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. Quack. Honk, honk, honk. Talk to me, goose. Honk. If I had a goose, I would totally say that to him all the time. Talk to me, goose. Ugh. Perfect timing. You know what's funny about perfect timing? You never know when it's here, but when it happens, you realize just how perfect that timing is. That's what's so fun about it. As soon as you try to prove it wrong, oh, it just wasn't time. I love when people think like I hate giving predictions, but a lot of my clients like not a lot, but a lot of like noobs or people who are used to it or skeptical, like the people that want to hear something and it's like, why am I the lucky person that has to tell you that's not how it works? But it's like I'm a lottery scratcher ticket or something. And because they found me now, like all their dreams are going to come true. And it's like, well, that can be true. But if that's how that worked, I wouldn't even be a psychic or have a job. I would just buy only the winning lottery tickets. You know what I mean? You fucking idiot. So, anyways, I love it when people think that they know how something that can't be kind of quantified works when all they know about it is that they themselves don't possess those gifts, but they think they know how they work. That's like thinking you know how something is made because you're assuming that it looks this way, so that must be how a Snickers is made. There's a little elf in the back who takes the nougat and he puts it down, and then he takes a little a cake typing thing and he squeezes the caramel on, and then he hand applies nuts, and then a much larger munchkin comes by and he pours the chocolate over the top of it, and then he makes sure that he puts the dick vein in each one. He pulls it out and he teabags each Snickers with his dick vein, and that's how the Snickers is born. No, haven't you seen how it's made? You know nothing about manufacturing. You think that's like someone saying, big deal, he made a clock. I can make a thing that when you look at it, it shows exactly what time within a 24-hour window, assuming that's what the whole world decides on would be the quantifiable time to dictate what is considered a day. And then, yeah, you don't need all those gears and synchronicities and timing, and it's bullshit. Why not just sell watches that randomly show a number throughout the day, and then you got to just guess, is it right or wrong? 100 on the Zelda Game & Watch. Spirit said, yeah, pretty much. Time's an illusion, so why are you in such a hurry? Time's an illusion, yet it controls each and every one of us. I love you guys. Thanks for taking the poll. That was awesome. And before we roll out,
let's roll.
I can't hear. But let's see. Let me see if I can fix it real quick before we do. In the meantime, while I'm doing this, if you guys can check out the Tarot Zone. If you scan this QR code, it'll take you to the official headquarters of Jonny Arkade, and there you will be able to buy all the merch, like the merch here. This new shirt is coming soon. This was a sample for me to try. Thanks, guys, by the way. So many of you were like, I love your shirt. Just kidding. No one said anything. There's even a little, it's red on red, but I did that on purpose. And of course, it'll be available in other colors. So calm down. But, for the more business savvy entrepreneurs out there who can't just be wearing fucking little cartoon shirts all the time. You're not trying to you need a good tarot shirt to wear to church so that if you know, or to court, for that child support case. So that, But yeah, I was gonna say, check out the Tarot Zone. 10% of all of my proceeds from any sales, all sales from all the merch, goes to stop child trafficking, child exploitation, and then specifically with the Jonny Arkade tarot deck, as seen in tonight's reading, and the 3D shadow boxes, which are designed and handmade by yours truly. $5 from each of those sold. $5 from each tarot deck goes to stop child trafficking, child exploitation. So, thank you guys who have already supported, and those of you who will support. You guys are awesome. And to be honest, I feel like it's just awesome to be able to to know that there's people out there rocking the merch, rocking the style, rocking the cards. That to me is rad. And then to know that together we're making all of this change and difference that I wouldn't be able to possibly do on my own. It gives me purpose and a reason to wake up in the morning, in addition to like all the other blessings from God. You guys are a big significant part of that, just so you know. So yeah, check it out now that you're all transformed and shit. But y'all know what time it is? Ancient Chinese secret. That's what time it is. Okay, dokay. Artichoke. 103 on this other game and watch, 10:34 on the clock. That's a lot of death. It's a lot of death for one time. It's a lovely room of death you have here. Now again, I almost feel like never mind God preparing a table in front of your enemies. I feel like you prepared enough of those yourself. No, I feel like God's preparing a table for your enemies in front of a bunch of divine, a jury, the divine judge and jury. Just letting you know. Independence Day. You know who doesn't like stuff like Independence Day? Those who we fought to get our independence from. And when Will Smith gets involved, there's always aliens. So, just letting you know. Open Sesame, whether it's fucking Independence Day or what was the other one I was going to say? There's always aliens involved. Men in Black, that's what it was. Here comes the Men in Black. What? I'm pretty sure we were talking about hallucinogens earlier in the reading. And just a second ago, when I was talking about grabbing you some base smokes. Learn Chinese. Mushroom. Mogu. Mogu? Like, isn't that the kid's name in fucking Jungle Book? That's Mowgli. Mogu. Oh, wait. Yeah, Mogu. Mogu. Hey, you got any? It's a good thing I found these fucking Mogus. I was fucking starving. Mushroom. Mogu. Mogu. I might actually use that one in Chinese. In China. Go to China. Who wants to do mushroom? Who wants to do Mogu with me in China? Let's go. Let's see. Lucky numbers are 42, 6, 47, 26, 24, and 46. There's a lot of sixes. There's a lot of fours. And there's a lot of twos. And then there's a random ass 7 in the middle. From the top, 42, 6, 47, 26, 24, and 46. So, and then we've got the 42 and the 24. That's palindrome. That's palindrome, playa. 107 on the Zelda Game and Watch. I shouldn't put those cards back because I'm still should be pulling. Keep doing what you're doing, collective. I feel like you keep getting more and more and more and more effective ways of doing this, and this. And it's almost like, ooh, I just saw a first aid kit. But this isn't for use of emergencies. This is your toolbox, and you have everything you need to clean, to disinfect, and to get things going back stronger than they were. And even if you get a little burn, a little scrape, you see a little blood, that's when you know you're doing it right. Wow. This is very short and sweet, just like your stature. Courtesy is contagious in bed. Courtesy is contagious. Contagion. Contagious is one of those words that sounds bad. But when it's courtesy, that's giving me pay it forward vibes. And I feel like a lot of low vibrational energies are paying it forward. That's why it's so important that we got to carry the torch, carry the cross, whether that's a pitchfork and a torch or like a cross burden, crossroads, but remain courteous, which can be very hard when that has been so ruthlessly sought after, taken from you. To be honest, correct me if I'm wrong, the hard part is realizing that we thought we were giving it when the truth is it was being taken. Yeah, gross. But how could you know? That's just how shitty of those types of people they are. And that just makes you that much more of a diamond. If you ain't heard it today, know that you are awesome. You got at least one dude out there praying for you, and God bless you and your beautiful families. I'll see you on the next one, collective. That's what I love about you, your consistency. All right, let's see what we got over here. Thank you all. You guys are so awesome. Although the chat doesn't grow very fast, the poll sure does, and the views sure do, and the subscribers do, so I love y'all. It does not go unnoticed is my point. Bethany Bonk, Empress St. Clair, Tylera Monster. I hope you liked that. Shauna J, Michelle Pagliacci, thank y'all. And again, I said I hope you liked that. I know you liked that. I hope you didn't take it too personally, being wrong and everything. I love you guys. I hope to see you on the next one, Monster. Put the star in that monster. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.